All right, hey everybody, and welcome to Zenfolio Live. I'm Robert with Zenfolio Customer Success. I want to say thanks for joining us today on the live stream. Guys, it's time for February's site review showdown. So if you guys have been hanging out with us for a while, you've probably been on a couple of these, but I'm going to explain how these work. So we are going to review 3 websites today. 2 of them are going to be randomly selected from our backlog of sites that you guys have submitted. The last site that we're going to review today is going to come from one of you guys that are hanging out with us on the live stream. So if you're hanging out in there in the chat and you want to have your site reviewed today, or have a chance of your having your site reviewed today, Dennis threw a link out for you guys there to go ahead and submit your site. I'm going to be randomly choosing one of the sites that was submitted today to do the 3rd and final site review. So again, we're going to be doing 3 websites. 15 minutes per review. We're going to be giving points, but we're not really keeping score. It's all just in good fun. And really quick, hanging out with you guys today, helping me take care of you guys in chat. Make sure you guys show Dennis some love. And if this is your first time hanging with us on Zenfolio Live, make sure you say hi to us in the chat. Let us know where you're from. We really appreciate you guys coming on here and hanging out with us. And of course, we love you guys who come back week after week and hang out with us as well. We've already got Mr. Dylan hanging out with us talking about going to shoot some motorsports this weekend. So that sounds like a lot of fun. I think he said he's doing super bikes at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway. That sounds pretty freaking amazing to me. Sounds like a lot of fun. Really quick, just a couple of announcements before we jump in here. Monday, March 2nd, you guys, is National Read Across America Day. And then Monday, March 2nd as well happens to be Dr. Seuss's birthday. So that's pretty cool. Make sure you guys do some reading, encourage your kids to do some reading, and have some fun on that day as well. All right, let's go ahead and jump into the site reviews. All right, so the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to just do a random site review. Can you guys hear me okay? Let me know if you guys can hear me. If there's like no sound, let me know that there's no sound. Hopefully there is sound. Do you guys have sound? Give me a 1 if in the chat if you guys have sound, 2 in the chat if you guys have no sound. Hopefully there is sound and I didn't just talk forever with nothing coming out. So hopefully you guys can hear me. Nobody's putting anything in the chat. Somebody put a number in the chat. 1 if you can hear me, 2 if you cannot hear me. And that doesn't make any sense because how could you hear me if somebody let me know if we have sound in the chat there. Okay, it looks like Dennis is saying we do have volume. Okay, cool. All right, so we're going to go ahead and grab a random site really quick. So we're just going to jump over to our random site selector and grab a random site from the backlog really quick. Again, make sure if you guys want to get your site reviewed, make sure that you get it put in that link. It is in the chat there. And then also in the description below this video, there's a site submission link. I'm going to be picking one of those sites randomly to review at the end of today. So make sure you guys hit that up. But let's go ahead and grab a random site to review. All right, so let's see what site we got coming up here. All right, so it looks like it is Karen. I think that's HoaglandPhotography.com. Zena said put it 2 in the chat. I think that's Karen, HoaglandPhotography.com. So let's go ahead, get back in here, and let me get that site pulled up for you guys really quickly, and we'll go ahead and get started on that review. All right, so let me grab this, bring this window over here, and here we are on Karen, HoaglandPhotography.com. We're going to put 15 minutes on the review clock, and we're going to get this review started live. And hey, Michael Sharir, this is definitely 100% live. I'm live right now. This is not a replay. This is live. All right, let's get those 15 minutes up, and let's get this review started. All right, so here we are on the homepage. And first of all, I have to say, I really like the way that this homepage is set up. I think it's a lot of fun. I think that it's really cool. I love this logo up here. You guys can't see it, so let me drop this down a little bit. I love this logo up here. I think it's really cool. It's really fun. And I just like the way that it's set up. You also have that logo up here in your browser icon as well. So kudos to you for having that up there. Nice custom job getting that set up and put in here. Let's go ahead and just keep taking a look. Now this is an interesting homepage layout. A lot of people these days are going for the full screen, big slideshow. And I really think that this works really good for the way that you have your site set up, this homepage with the grid. You've got some really fun images over here. So let's just scroll down really quick and take a look. Definitely some really great images. One of the things I will point out is that there are quite a few images here. And if we scroll down, we kind of go past the information over here and we kind of see this horse image. Now, I noticed that you do have these set up to actually click on to go, it looks like to go into galleries. What you might think about doing is rather than having these go into the images and having this kind of hover stuff when you show up here, maybe just having it set up to where it doesn't show anything and nothing happens when you click on the image, because it's a little weird that it takes me right into that gallery on that image. And I'm not sure what I'm doing. I'm just kind of browsing. I would also maybe think about culling them down just a little bit. Not too much, but just a little bit. A lot of fun images in here. And then what I really love is over here you have your site menu. You've got this drop down setup, which makes the navigation really smooth, really easy to navigate through. And then you have a couple of other options here, which we're going to be checking out in a little bit. Let's just keep going on down here. Now, I can tell, I think you've been attending the site reviews and paying attention and taking notes, because a lot of the stuff that I constantly bring up that people need to change on their site, you have set up. So right away, I know exactly where you are located right here. You have your location information in here on your welcome message. The homepage, first page, I already know if you're a photographer that I can hire or not, because I can see where that location is right here. Now, you also have your phone number and your email link already set up right here, and then a nice quick little bit of text here to explain about the services that you offer and the type of photography that you do. So love this homepage. I think you've got a great start. I'm going to give you some bonus points for that. I love the way that you have this set up. I think you've got a great job on it. Let's go ahead and keep moving in and checking out your portfolio. So we're going to hover over portfolio and let's check out this dog's portfolio first. All right, let me click on it. There we go. I guess I actually have to click the button. And here we are in your dog's portfolio. Now, one of the things that I am noticing immediately right out the gate is that your theme kind of changed a little bit. This looks a little odd. Up here, we kind of have this dark gray. Your logo is really small up here in the top left. So whenever you leave the home page, you go and you start to use what's called the header menu. So what I would suggest for your header menu here, just to make it a little bit more consistent with what you had on your site, maybe go ahead, go in there, customize the theme and customize the settings for your header so that this bar stays that nice white color like we had on the homepage. And let's get your menu items back to being black like they were on the homepage, just to keep everything consistent. Now, the next thing that I would recommend here on your header is, since we're switching over to kind of this this layout where this thing, your logo is over here on the side, it's kind of hard to read. Like, from my view, the dog head looks like a little bitty almond. So what I would suggest is maybe designing a second logo for your header menu, maybe making that logo staggered to where the little dog head is over on the left over here, and then your name and photography is on the right. So having two different logos using the same elements, but once we switch to using this header menu, that logo changes up just a little bit to fit that space a little bit better, and these elements are larger and easier to see and easier to read. All right, so that's my suggestion on the header menu. Let's go ahead and keep going down here. Now you have Denver Dog Photography as the title of the gallery. Good job there. That is really good for SEO, and it's really good because I know exactly what I'm looking at. And then I love this, you guys. Pay attention. I talk about this so much. The gallery caption. She is utilizing her gallery caption. She just has a short blurb of text in here with, again, her contact information, getting people just prompting people to reach out if they're interested in. So I love the way that this is set up. Now, one of the things that I do notice is that these first three images on here are the exact same images that we saw on the homepage. Not that there's anything hugely wrong with that. I might consider changing the order of these images up just a little bit so that when I go to your dog portfolio, the first 3 images are not the first 3 images that I saw on the homepage. Maybe these appear later on down when we're scrolling down. Okay, but other than that, I think this is great. Let's scroll down and let's take a look here. So some absolutely beautiful photos, just gorgeous photos. I am a dog owner. I have a Great Dane and then a rescue dog. And I'm telling you, if I was in Denver, I would be coming to see you to get some portraits done because these are absolutely beautiful. But let's scroll down and let's just take a look here really quick. All right. So, not an overabundance of images, not too many images. Getting close to where I'm like, okay, I know that she's really good at taking dog photos. So maybe calling these down just a little bit, but I don't think that's a big necessity. I think you've done a great job at picking photos out here. What do you guys think in chat? I think there's some amazing photos in here. So far, I think this site is really well set up. The other thing as well is that I'm noticing down here is that you have your categories and keywords turned on. So if you've taken the time to do keywording for this gallery, that information is going to help your SEO because it's down here and it's actually showing. So we can see all the keywords and categories for this particular gallery. Now I am noticing down at the bottom, your footer menu is turned on. Not a big deal at all. A little bit of an odd space there at the bottom. You could definitely go in and just turn your footer off, but definitely not a deal breaker at all. Like I would not lose any sleep over turning my footer off. Really great setup so far. I love what I'm seeing. I can definitely tell that you've been paying attention to the site reviews and you've set this up really nicely. Now I am curious, let's see what happens when I click on a photo here. All right, so we're clicking on a photo and we're loading into a photo page. Now, this is perfectly fine for portfolios. One of the things that you might think about is having those photos load into what's called dim the lights mode instead of going directly to a photos page. The reason I say that is because it leaves us on the gallery thumbnails page. It just kind of presents the image larger. And I think that it's a little bit better of a presentation for your gallery there. All right. The other thing that I did notice as well is whenever we went into this page, another reason why I don't like using the photos page is again, because we're kind of going into this different like little theme right here. And so just to keep things consistent, make sure that you've got that theme consistent. And then I would probably set this portfolio up to load into dim the lights when an image is clicked. And if you guys are curious as to how to do that, you can definitely go on our YouTube channel. There's lots of video tutorials. I would probably go look for the tutorial that talks about setting up your portfolio. I show you all those different options in great detail. So far though, I am really loving what I'm seeing on this site. I think you've got a great job. Now let's utilize that drop down menu and let's go check out another portfolio really quick. So we're going to hover back over this. We're going to check out your cat's portfolio and let's just take a look. And what I love about that drop down menu is it makes this portfolio navigation so easy. You just hover over it and swoosh, you can go right to the next portfolio that you want to see, right? So really easy navigation. It makes it really easy for your visitors. And I love that you're utilizing your gallery captions in all of these. This is fantastic. Beautiful cat photos. Let's just scroll down. Probably the same feedback that I had on your last portfolio because it looks like everything's set up pretty consistently. So this is all looking great. Let's check out a couple more portfolios and then let's go and dig in a little bit more to the rest of the site. So exotic pets. Let's take a look and see what exotic pets we have here. Man, that photo right there, just absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Let's keep looking here. All right. Oh, that's hilarious. That is funny. All right, really cool. Let's keep going down here. Again, same feedback. You have categories and keywords set up. You have the footer down here. A little odd with that empty space, but other than that, I think that it's perfectly fine. All right, let's go ahead and let's check out your about page here. So we're going to hover over this. Let's go and meet Karen. All right, so we have Karen here. She says, I'm a I have a squeaky toy in one hand and a camera in the other and fur all over my clothes. This is a really great about message. I think you've got a great about photo here. Let's go down here and take a look. Lots of good information. And we already know the location that you service. I already know. I didn't even have to. What I love is that I didn't even have to go to your about page to find out what areas you service. I didn't have to go to your about page to find out what type of photography you do. Like, you have done such a great job in letting me know that information without having to search for it. So that is a big, big win in my book. Lots of good information here. A couple more photos down here. So this is looks like a custom about page. Great job setting that up. Karen, what I would love to see, and I always advocate for this, I would love to see an about video. I think it would be amazing to have just a short video on here that just shows what it looks like to work with you as a photographer. Some behind the scenes of you working with some animals would be phenomenal. And guys, an about video is really going to let your visitors know, like, your personality, if they're going to get along with you, what doing a shoot with you is going to be like. And I will always advocate for doing an about video if you have the capability and if you feel comfortable doing it. If you don't feel comfortable doing an about video, I'm going to challenge you to do it anyway, to step out of your comfort zone, your comfort zone. I can't talk. Your comfort zone, and do it anyway, just because I think that they are so fantastic to have on your site. All right, we've got like 3 minutes left on this site. Let's see what else we can look at. Let's go to about, and let's see what Karen's dog looks like. See, looks like she has a little bit of information about her dog. Let's check that out here. All right. It looks like you got a big golden retriever right here. Beautiful photo. I love this photo. This is awesome. This photo is just fantastic. It's hilarious. Let's keep checking it out here. Oh, this is beautiful. I think this is great. Wonderful. Wonderful. Great setup. Let's check out your details. You've got an FAQ page. Let's go take a look at that really quick. I love the amount of custom pages that I'm seeing, Karen. I think you've done a great job of getting in here, really playing around with the features, really learning your way around Zenfolio, and really pushing things to see how well you could get this set up and how far you could push this. So lots of good information in here. These are things that people naturally have questions about. And what's nice is that you are answering these people's questions before they even have to reach out and ask you. So I think that is fantastic. One of the things that I would always say, let's see if you have it down here. All right, so right here again, great. Right here you have that call to action. That's what I was just going to mention, making sure that anywhere you can add a call to action on your site, whether it's call me or email me or reach out, you want to make sure that you are making people feel comfortable with reaching out. So great job doing that. All right, we got like 1:47 seconds left. Let's see. Let's go check out your blog really quick. I'm just curious to see your blog page. All right, and your last blog post was February 24th. Before that, February 3rd, January 30th, January 20th. It looks like you are blogging super consistent. So bonus points for that. I think you've just got an amazing site set up. You are utilizing your blog. You are blogging regularly. The blogs look like they're really fantastic. Let's go in and take a look at one really quick. And let's just see what these blogs consist of. All right, and so what I like about this is that you've taken the time to not just make this blog a few little sentences and a ton of images. It's a really nice mixture of both. So we've got some images, and then we've got some text, and then we've got some images. And so it's not just a bunch of text. It's not just a bunch of images. You're actually doing a blog post that's interesting to look at and to read. So again, great job. This is a fantastic site. I think you've done a wonderful job setting this up. Super nice site. Let's see if I can check out your contact page really quick in this last 30 seconds. This looks like the built-in default contact page. No problem there. Keep it simple. This lets people send you a message directly through the site, and it also gives your contact information over here on the left as well. So I think you do have a wonderful site set up. One of the comments that we got from the chat in the portfolio was perhaps a couple of black and white photos to break up the portfolio. I think that's a great idea. If you like shooting black and white, I'll be honest, guys, I very rarely do black and white photos. I'm just not a black and white shooter, but hey, if you are putting in some black and white photos in here, I think would be a great way to break it up, as was mentioned in the chat. So thank you so much, Karen. Great job on that. All right, you guys, we're going to do one more random site. So let me just hit up that random site generator really quick. 1 second here, guys. All right, so let me get over here and let's see what site we're going to be reviewing next. All right, so let's go ahead and let's